Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat tengah hari dan selamat sejahtera. Okay. Selamat datang ke Gratitude Gathering with CGS Introducers. Welcome to all the introducers from UTHM. Give applause to you. Alhamdulillah dapat kita berkumpul di Dewan Jamuan PTTA UTHM ini untuk sama-sama kita menghadir bagi program Gratitude Gathering for CGS Introducers 2024. Baiklah tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, hadirin dan hadirat sekalian, kita teruskan majlis kita dengan acara yang pertama iaitu taklimat ringkas kemasukan dan syarat kemasukan pelajar ke CGS UTHM. Dengan ini majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan Profesor Madya Dr. Danial bin Mat Noor, Ketua Jabatan Akademik dan Pengurusan Kualiti untuk menyampaikan taklimat. Dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat tengah hari. Very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, Mr. Abdul, MC for today. I've checked the list, 23 of you. I'm happy, I'm very delightful to have for having you today. An introducer for potential student for UTHM. As you know, we have a deep commitment for shaping future leaders as a university, especially in engineering, engineering technology, applied science, innovators. We think that we have strength for future's leaders, and with your support, we are happy. A few things that why a student should choose this university. Before I go for crystal clear about intakes, about the requisite, I want to highlight a few things about UTHM. First, UTHM is a world-class technical education, we claim, because we are M-Tones University in UTHM, especially for engineering application. Secondly, it's one of our university commitment for sustainable and innovative development aligned with Malaysia Madani and also world view, SDG. Thirdly, we always update our syllabus to have competitive edge, so that the student can have always keep abreast with the technology and what happened around industry world. And also we embed values in student. We always put values on the top. For example, creativity, innovation, PR, public relationship, and collaboration. This is a few things that I think you as an introducer can tell your potential student who will register in this university. Okay, I have a few slides. First, coursework. Second, Miss Mode, and third, research. So it's a about education and research. Education and research. Normally, education we refer to coursework. For your understanding, maybe I can share for like at school. Yeah, boleh tak? Yeah, education we refer, coursework we refer that what already being already the knowledge already know. So that one normally we for coursework for coursework means we have class, we have labs, and then we have research. That one is the new things. Normally we do study, and then student will find in deep study, find a new contribution for knowledge. So we have also a mixed mode, coursework and research. Okay, next. So for program, we have entry requirement. The first entry requirement is English. So we have 6 English tests that student can choose. So student need to pass or need to achieve. For example, MUAT, the level is 3.5. So this is normally for Malaysian student. For foreigner, they can take IELTS 5.0. Online IELTS is 5.0. TOEFL, IBT 40, online 7.5. Pearson English test 47, and online 47 also. And then we have Cambridge English qualification and test, language skill online 154. And the letters we include ELS. So in Center of Language also we have a tutor for this English test. So this is certified intensive English program level 107. So we advise a student if they they need to take this took this first. Even though they are not passed, they still can be accepted to enter this program. But then they can try again. Okay. For applicants that not come from English-speaking country, they have to take that test. Seek kind of provide that test. Okay. But from English-speaking country, this one the requirement is not necessary. They are excluded. Okay. We have 17 English-speaking country. Okay, let's have look for Doctor of Philosophy Research. So the entry requirement a master degree in the field of related field. accepted by UTHM Senate. So other equivalent application, master degree recognized by Government of Malaysia. So the candidate without related qualification field or working experience must undergo appropriate prerequisite courses determined by UTHM, normally faculty. Okay, the degree, doctoral degree coursework, yeah, we do have a coursework for doctoral. A similar master degree, and if not related, the field not related must undergo appropriate prerequisite courses determined by UTHM. Next. Okay, then we have fast track for Doctor Philosophy from undergrad program. They graduated. So here they need to have 3.67 and above, so they can direct from degree to Doctor Philosophy PhD. Okay, for master research, yeah, again they need to have a degree program in related field with CPA 3.75, CGPA 3.75. Sorry, oh, they want fast track already. Fast track 2.75 for research. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's say he got less than that, 2.5. So they have to go rigorous assessment, internal assessment, rigorous internal assessment, and then that one is 2.5 to 2.75. If he or she got 2.0 up to 2.5, this student need to undergo again internal assessment, rigorous internal assessment, and must have 5-year experience, the industry experience, work experience. Okay, how about if the student, his degree not related to the master by research that he apply? Can he apply? Yes. Yes, but he or she need to take prerequisite courses. The maximum is 9 credit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because of time, yeah, the time constraint, we will meet again for Q&A.
Okay, thank you to Professor Madya, Dr. Danial Maknor for the short briefing untuk kemasukan ke UTHM bagi sarjana dan doktor pendidikan. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sebenarnya ini adalah sesi pertama sebelum kita kepada sesi seterusnya, sebab kita ada short briefing ataupun taklimat ringkas daripada Tuan Haji Dr. Khairul Anuar bin Abdul Rahman sebelum kita ke majlis rasmi yang akan dirasmikan oleh Timbalan Chancellor Akademik dan Antarabangsa. So, untuk itu dengan segala hormatnya saya menjemput Tuan Haji Dr. Khairul Anuar bin Abdul Rahman untuk menyampaikan taklimat ringkas. Please welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the Chairperson. Okay, hello, how are you? Hello, do you know me? Okay, let me introduce myself. So my name is Khairul Rahman. So I'm the head of department for sponsorship and student competency. So I only have 2 slides to share with you. That is very important to every introducer. So after this, after you apply to be an introducer, okay, first, after we registered you as the agent, first you will get the agent ID. Okay. Second, for recording student admission under agent, UTHM will email you. Everybody will get the email from the UTHM. Then at the email you will get the ID and password to sign in the system. After that, you need to complete some document. For example, bank statement, your passport statement, your SWIFT code, and something else that state in the system. That make sure you upload all the system, all the document within 7 days. Okay. For the registration of student admission through agents, agents are required and responsible to record the detail of the student as required and upload documents, like I said. Okay, so failure to do to register student in the system, we cannot proceed your payment. This is very important because many introducers come to me with many issue. They get their incentive because of what? Because they not register in the system. So as an agent, the system very important. The enrollment, the registration of student must be in the system. Okay, so you have any problem, just contact me. Okay, because I know here many agents are already known this system, but some introducer, a new introducer come today. So this is just short briefing. If you don't understand, you can contact me later. Then I will give you a small notes, very effective notes that you can refer. Okay, so you can go to the website. This is the website for the system. So now I want to show you the system, how the system operate. Okay. So once you get the ID and password, okay. I just want to test you. You alert or not? Okay, because someone maybe sleepy at the back. Okay, so okay, so now, for example, this is one of our introducer. Okay, since you are signed in, the interface like this one. So first what you should to do is, first you must check your name, very important. Your appointment end date. This is very important because if you register student, but your appointment date is end, so you can get register student. This occur to our introducer, Dr. Hamid, right? So when Dr. Hamid have student, they're very rushing. They're rushing me. Please, Dr. Khairul, I have a new student, but my agent is already expired. So next time, you must plan well. Okay? Then first, after check your name, check your address. Contact number, bank is very important. Because you join this because of incentive, right? Okay, so your bank, and very important, SWIFT code or IBAN code. Some countries have a SWIFT code and some countries use IBAN code. After that, you must upload all the document, personal ID, bank statement, agreement within 7 days. If you don't do this in 7 days, so don't regret or sad if you don't have you get the incentive. Okay. After that, you go to the application. So you click to the new application. Okay. So you go to the add a candidate. This is the first step. Add candidate. You key in the, for example, 860 HA0 206 23 6263. Okay, this is my passport. Okay, you get registered. Registered. So you need fulfill all the requirement: name, date of birth. Okay, many. So if you read this, you automatically understand. Okay, go down and submit. After you submit, go down. You go to the application. So in this application, okay, this application must submit by agents. Don't ask your student to submit for you, because some students don't understand. Okay, so when you apply, they have many documents, for example, transcript, a degree statement, identification. It's very easy actually. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to Teknologi Dr. Khairul Anuar bin Abdul Rahman, Ketua Jabatan bagi Jabatan Penajaan dan Kompetisi Siswaza. Berikan tepukan, give a big applause to Miss Dr. Khairul Anuar. Okay, tuan-tuan dan puan, ladies and gentlemen, okay, now we will proceed to the Q&A session because CGS wants you to all the introducers to give a feedback and respond for the issues that happen during the agents ataupun during the student punya problems to register, and then you can ask Dr. Karone, also Dr. Danial, if anyone can use the mic at the center. Okay, kita perlukan feedback daripada introducer untuk dapatkan seberapa banyak maklumat, seberapa banyak isu yang boleh dibangkitkan petang ini supaya kita dapat menambah baik dan memperbaiki segala kelemahan, segala masalah yang berlaku kepada introducer dan juga kepada pelajar. Silakan Dr. Hamid.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon for us. Okay, I just one question. Last week I come to my city Batam. I have a meeting with my potential student. Then I want to show how to apply the registration in CGS. I cannot log in last week. So this important point for us. If possible, we request the login still open for our introducer, because we don't know our schedule for meet our potential student every time, every way. So we request, if possible, the login system for the introducer don't be don't be stopped. Yeah, that's why from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Hamid. We take this. We will open the application on 15 November. We will take your suggestion about the system. Okay, we have Deans, Prof. Zakino.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon. Okay, first of all, I would like to thanks all the agents, okay, to come with us today, and this is the first time we handle the meeting between CGS and on the agents. Okay, so thank you very much for your cooperation and seeking the information from us. Okay, according to the question about the system, okay, currently we operate the system with what we said. We need to close for a while. According to we just registered the student, all the student. Okay, maybe Dr. Fadil can support. So after this, we can improve the system according to the timing. Okay. Before this, we let the system close for 1 month. I think. Is it correct? 1 month, right? So we are trying to improve maybe less than 1 month. Okay, this one is for cleaning the application processes before, after the student register. So we need to clean all the document inside the system, and that's why we need some sort of rest for a while. So by knowing the problem from the agents, we need to improve a little bit about the system after this. So thank you very much for your information that we need that one for us to do the improvement for the system. Okay, so anything that you have to raise the issue, so let me know lah today. This is a great opportunity for you to raise the issue lah. Okay, I think that's all.
Alright, thank you to Prof Zaki, our Dean for CGS, and thank you for Pak Hamid for the issues that have been raised. Alright, and others, silakan.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Shagufta Huram. Totally new in introducer scheme. First of all, I'm very much thankful to CGS that they have arranged this event, as we can know, we can get better information about the introducer scheme. As one of the doctors, he said that we have to finish the information within 7 days. So I have one request that the incentive which you give to the introducers, it should be paid in 7 days as well. So it's too, I mean, after 6 months or around 8 months, the introducer get the incentive. So it's too late. So this should be also paid earlier, if it's possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question. Sorry, can Kak Azul, can you open my slide? Puan Zuraida, open my slide tadi. Yeah. My slide. Okay. Okay, go. Okay. Okay. Sorry, because maybe I forgot to explain this slide. Actually, I prepared this slide for you. Okay. First, the claim will be managed by CGS based on active data in student admission, which active introducer or agent in the system. So make sure first you must active. If your registration is expired, you must reactive. Then second, the student should pay the full payment in the first semester. Then we can capture the data in the system. Then we can check to the booster if the student pay the full payment or not. Okay, so if the student did not pay the full payment, so we cannot proceed the payment. We cannot proceed the incentive to you. Okay. So 3, the introducer no need to do anything. Okay, that means after you finish register the student in the system, the student already registered with CGS. Okay, the student already start their studies. So you just relax. Do not anything. Don't submit any form. Don't submit any claim, because we already check it for you, and we will progress the claim. Okay, the incentive payment will begin to process in the 8 weeks. 8 weeks, the postgraduate student study. So from now and onward, we already plan after 8 weeks, we will proceed the payment. I know they have many issues before this. You waiting until 2 months, 3 months. So now I try my best. Our dean, our new dean, our new TDPP, everything here maybe a new one. So actually we detect the problem. That's why we do this program today. Because I speed my briefing because I want this session Q&A. I want many feedback from you that we can take care and make improvement. Thank you.
Okay, just to add on to your concern, and actually we truly understand all the agents concerned about the payment and all that, right? So basically, just to clarify on top of Dr. Khairul which just explained, basically we are in the process to produce a guideline, a clear guideline, a PDF, 1-page PDF, 1 or 2 pages, so that all agents and introducers are very clear about the timeline when you are going to get the payment and all that. Okay, so basically this session we are hoping to get more feedback from you so that we can further improve whatever that can be implemented at the CGS level. That is what our promise. About the payment as early as 7 days, 8 days, at this point, that is impossible, because what happened is that we need to ensure that the student really with us until toward the end of the semesters. Okay, we cannot like okay, the moment you get the student to the UTHM, and then you simply say that the student, we already sent the student, but you don't know exactly the student actually is transferring to another universities, right? This kind of issues. Some of the student not comply, not finished with the payment, for example. These are the scenarios that I would like to highlight to every one of you, so that all introducer, apart from requesting for the incentive and all that, you have to take care of your student as well. Okay, to know their well-being, whether they have completed the payment, whether they are still with UTHM or with other universities. And this is, I think, normal to many other universities, in which the incentive will be paid toward the end of the semesters. That is normal. But we admit that the process needs to be improved. Like we try to introduce, like the payment will be auto rather than the introducer need to claim. And after this, in our website, we're going to publish 1 page or 2 page flow chart, timeline and procedure and process for the introducer to refer to, so that everyone is clear about the guideline. But at this point, as Dr. Khairul said, it's about after week 6, week 8 or week 9, we start to process. All active students will get the payment, and hopefully the bursary of UTHM will complete the payment within 2 weeks, after week 8 of the studies, right? More or less. Okay. So anyone, any other questions? You may proceed to this microphone. We are looking for more and more constructive feedback from the agent, because you engage with the student, you know the issues, and you know exactly what you need from UTHM. We try to improve where possible. Please welcome. Any other questions? Yes, sir. You may proceed to this microphone. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. I'm Dr. Abdul from FKMB. Thank you very much, CGS, for this session for the introducers. My question is regarding the type of study. Just now, Dr. Danial said that there are 2 types, 3 types: coursework and mixed mode and research. I'm asking about the distance learning. So some students, or international students, they ask regarding distance learning. Is it because in the system there is this option is available there, but is it allowed for international students to do distance learning? And is it different in terms of tuition fees and others, or the same? This is my question. Okay.
All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for the very good question from Doctor. All right. So for open distance learning, yes, indeed, we in UTHM we do have our own open distance learning, but the application will be starting hopefully from the following semester, because we are still awaiting for the endorsement from the JKPT and also MQA. So basically what we want to do is that we want to make sure that every student who register to our program, the program itself is being accredited by MQA before we can at least allow the student to proceed with the application and whatnot. So as for your question, will the international student be allowed to join this kind of program? Yes, indeed. And for the conventional program, academic program, international students have to apply for visa and also insurance, right? So for this case, for open distance learning, what they need to do is that they need to just apply for the one-time visa. That is not a visa, but it's specifically for open distance learning, which will cost around 500 ringgit Malaysia. So that is one-off payment. So after that, then only they will be eligible to apply for this ODL program. So what we are going to do is that after we have the accreditation from the MQA and also JPT, we are going to register this list of program to EMGS Malaysia, so that this program will be listed there and the student can pick the program that we offer for them. Then only they can proceed with the payment of 500 ringgit and can proceed with the registration here in Malaysia. Right, thank you.
Dr. Jamal, from you, Encik Zul, and many more. Honint, at the back, please. We would welcome your questions.
Assalamualaikum all. Thank you for this very informative session. I have a few concerns actually regarding the admission process.
Admission process.
Although I admit most of the offer letters could be issued on time or fast, but sometimes it takes really long time. Whenever I ask CGS, they say the faculty haven't responded yet and so on. So maybe CGS could the deadline for the faculty members maybe to respond, for example. Okay, because this is conditional letter, so it shouldn't take so much time, because we also have another visa issues, okay, in order to go through. Sometimes some students even they need to postpone the semester because of the late issuance of the offer letter. Okay, this is one thing. Second, regarding the introducer, okay, maybe just now to mention because sometimes it's late, or sometimes they need to ensure the student paid the full payment of the tuition fees, for example. I don't think, in my own opinion, it's fair for the introducer to ensure the full payment of the tuition fees. Because if the university want the full payment, they need to force the student to pay the full payment during registration. Do not allow the student to pay less, and then later on you say, oh, we cannot give you because the student didn't pay the full payment, although the student is still here. So this is, I think, also something you guys need to look at. What else? Because you forced me to ask. Okay, I remember.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So we are well aware about the issue for the conditional offer letter. So basically, in CGS, our client chartered is actually we will give the conditional offer letter within 1 week after we get the endorsement from the faculty. So basically what we did is that once the application come through us, so we will process it, and then we will look upon the regulation and the requirement that needs to be fulfilled by the students. So once we have do that, we will forward the application to the faculty. Alright, for coursework and mixed mode program, basically they will be considerably fast, because they only need to look upon the minimum requirement that the student needs to fulfill prior to be given the conditional offer letter. But usually for research program, sometimes the faculty needs a little bit more time, because they need to appoint the suitable supervisor for the prospective student, right? So what we did is that if the introducer can at least get in touch with the prospective supervisors, so they can actually, during the application, they will write the name of the prospective supervisor. Therefore, the application can go through smoothly, and we can provide the conditional offer letter quicker as compared to the one that we are doing it now. Because basically, if the student have already proposed the name of the prospective supervisor, the application will go through faster as compared to when this the faculty needs to appoint the supervisor, because it depends on the quality of the proposal and the discussion among the academic staff, because they need to know whether they are suitable to supervise the exactly the proposal, I mean, the title that is being proposed by the student. Right, so your next question is about the payment, right? And also, okay. According to the bursary, UTHM bursary, during the first time registration, students are supposedly they need to pay full payment before being allowed to register to any academic program, be it undergraduates or postgraduate. So that is clear in the bursary regulation. Therefore, the reason why we need to wait until week 8, right? So for postgraduate studies, for instance, for coursework and mixed mode, we only charge for 6 credit. So we need to wait until week 3 so that the student can add more courses to them so that we can actually charge the full charge to the student. Hence, yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, that one. All right. Thank you very much. I think they need to.
Dr. Jamuan will take a note on that. That's why we try to improve this thing. We have to admit that the issues hiccup happened previously. Hopefully not for upcoming semester. That is what our promise. Because now we are in the process to produce that one, and hopefully by week 8, week 9, hopefully the payment will be cleared. Okay. Now we try to get rid all the backlog. And about the full payment, about on top of what Dr. Faridah mentioned just now about the admission offer letter, right? Okay, that is also our serious commitment to to produce the offer letter at the very urgent, shortest possible. So at CGS level with our new management team, we now establish one of committee to engage with the faculty. By that committee, we hopefully after this we can encourage the faculty to approve or to assign the the proposal at the soonest possible. Because Dr. Faridah said our charter is very simple. 1 week after we've got endorsement from the faculty. So the biggest or the delay is actually purely from the faculty side. Not to blame them because of what Dr. Faridah said just now, criteria and all that. And after this, we're going to encourage them for a speedy, approval or endorsement. That is our hope. And we take your notes for us to further improve where possible. Yeah, Dr. Rahman, thank you. Prof, ada tambah? Cik Zul, any other? Yes, brother, come. Yeah. Okay, please.
Assalamualaikum, Dr. Naif from FSKTM. Thank you for this meeting and give us this opportunity to discuss our concern. My concern is just like Dr. Jamal said about the admission. Last time I applied for 2 PhD students under my supervision and already discussed the proposal, everything. The issue is about the English requirement. I discussed with the faculty, if possible, just to give him the admission, conditional admissions, and after that the student will not register if they didn't submit the English. But unfortunately, the application is already rejected. So this concern I talk about especially the student from Yemen. These students, most of them as assistant lecturer in their university, and they apply for master or for PhD level. Of course, because for the situation in Yemen, they need first to apply for government scholarship. The first requirement is to give admission. So for this concern, we try to give him conditional admission, and after that, we ask them to do the test. The new requirements that I observe in the system, when I use my account, they apply the certificate for English is optional, is not compulsory. But this, what happened with me actually is a challenge for me, because when the student already paid, the process failed. After that, we surprised, they already reject. And they said we have to apply again. That means we need to pay again. This is my concern, and thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that question. It's a very good question. So, we already did some briefing with all the faculties so that they actually know what the flow of the application be. So at the moment, we have already explained to all faculty that when they receive the application without English requirement, it's okay for them to approve for conditional offer letter, but the student shall not be allowed to register without having one. So with that, we are not saying that they need to fulfill the English requirement just yet. It means that they need to try to attempt to take either one of the listed English requirement examination. So even if they don't fulfill the requirement, it's okay because they are allowed to try to fulfill this requirement within 2 years of study. So should they fail to do that and they have done 2 attempts, they can join our English exit course, which will be conducted by Center for Language Studies. So it means that there will be no international student not to be given conditional offer letter because of English requirement. So if they do not have the minimum requirement for CGPA, or they do not have minimum requirement for like other things that is associated with the program itself, they might be rejected from coming to UTHM, but not for English. So we have already explained to the faculty, so hopefully they understand, because we are going to do Sangha Siswaza in all faculties, so they will be in the know. Thank you.
Any more? You want? Yeah, go quickly, because I think we are about to start with the official ceremony with the Deputy Vice Chancellor. Yeah.
One more question, please. My question is that if an introducer is deferring semester, he wants to defer 1 semester, during that duration, can he introduce the student or not? That's the question. During the period of deferment, can an introducer introduce the student or not? That is the question. If introducer is...
Okay, so, alright, so the introducer is our student, right? Okay, so it is totally 2 different things. You registering as an introducer and you registering as a student. So you want to defer your study, but it doesn't do any harm to you registering as an introducer. So you can still introduce more students, but your study itself is being deferred for that semester, so there's no problem.
Quick question regarding the English. Okay, I think especially for postgraduate students, Anuar also mentioned most of them coming from universities. Most of them has undergone the undergraduate program. Maybe you can request the English upon graduation, not upon registration, so that just open for discussion. Okay.
All right, thank you very much. So we have already discussed about the English requirement a lot of time, and the Senate has convened, and at the end, because we need to fulfill the requirement by the MQA, supposedly all international students have to fulfill the English requirement prior registering to UTHM. So from the Senate, the Senate endorsed that we will give the student 2 years to fulfill this requirement. So that is the final decision. As for now, they can register, and we gave them 2 years to fulfill this requirement. All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, first of all, the CGS for giving us opportunity to attend this wonderful event. My question is just ask from the CGS. Okay, I just want to ask from the one question from the CGS. Last time, Dr. Sasi have a session with all the international that it's upcoming in our KPI, that is every international staff have to bring 1 student. So is that know about the CGS? I know about that. No, because Dr. Sasi last time in the session he mentioned that every lecturer have to bring the 1 international the student, and then he need to introduce her. So that's why I think the mostly of our UTHM, the staff, that's why they have the introduce like an agent. They are to submit their thing. But my question is that if we are bring the student, so we will catch any certificate or something that that we bring the student, because we need to attach with that letter with our KPI that we really bring one student or more than one student. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have IO officer here.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening. Regarding that matter, regarding the academic staff KPI, that is about to continue the contract or continuous contract. So that is maybe split different thing with this KPI is KPI and this one is a different. Okay, as for now, yes, the recruitment for postgrad is under CGS, and in the future, maybe we will change the policy to who will take over for the introducer agent is in international office. If it start at international office, then the new guideline will be announced. We will update you later.
I think to answer you short, it is okay and possible for CGS to issue that confirmation letter that all the UTHM staff brought in the student. No issues on that. Okay, no problem. Rest assured. And about the KPI, I think that's it's not something related to CGS. I think that is more with faculty, the dean, and with the staff. Some of the dean may assign 2 students, 1. This is kind of complementary for the contract renewal. I think that is normal for each faculty. Yeah, we encourage you all the staff to sign up as agent as well. To sign up for the agents, so that we at this point we have no obligations, no objection to give the incentive, despite you being assigned by the faculty to recruit students. So hopefully you can hit the 2 birds in 1 stone. Hopefully, right? So over to the.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm quite delighted, happy, and impressed with this program. For the first time, I've been in UTHM, noticing this wonderful development. Now, my question is that, or let me say it's an observation. I'm from Nigeria specifically, and I noticed while the slide for the list of countries that are exempted from writing English exam was shown, I noticed that Nigeria has been conspicuously excluded, and this warrants some level of curiosity. The reason being that last week I was supposed to bring 2 students here, and previously I discussed with Madam Farhan, I don't know if she's here, while I got admission for a particular student. In UK, because we are from Commonwealth country, we need to be very, very, we need to look forward to how we can bring in students into UTHM, because this is a wonderful environment. And in doing this, there are a number of areas we need to all work together. We look into it, and I'm specifically happy that the DVC academic is here. I'm curious, why is Nigeria conspicuously removed from the list? Because even in UK last week, 2 of my brothers got admission there. You understand what I mean? Without use of English language. And I noticed that Malaysia is also has some correlation with countries that are also exempted from using or writing English language. So please, we need to look in beyond these mistakes. I want to believe it's a mistake because Nigerians don't need to write this English, and there are some other African countries too. Which official language, like me for instance, in my country, English is our official language. So please, we need to look into this because by removing Nigeria from this list, it becomes so difficult to convince a student to come to Malaysia to study. So please, let's see how we can look into it. If it's a mistake, we look into it. And if there are need for justification, we can also look into it. Just like what I told Madam Fahano, when she said one of my students was going to write, I said, this is a waste of money. I can assure you my student will pass. And within 2 days, my student got, I think, 168 without preparation for the exam. I think one of the English, Cambridge, 168 over 180. So if we need further justification, maybe we can go into it. We need to exempt countries who are members of Commonwealth. Please, let's give my, suggestion a favorable consideration. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for the question. It was a good question, and we have been discussing about the list of English speaking countries for a lot of time. There were lots of Senate meeting again and again to confirm the list of English speaking country. So we have do some benchmarking with other universities in Malaysia and also overseas. So at the end, the Senate have convened and have agreed that the latest list of English-speaking countries is as such. So, and unfortunately, Nigeria is not in the list. And according to our record, because Alhamdulillah for your friends and your colleagues that have tried to do the English requirement, they do get a good results. But from our track record, there are a handful of Nigerian students who submitted their thesis, but the English is not up to the standard. So we have already done all the benchmarking, and we have done the analysis of the thesis, not saying that they are not good in the language itself. Maybe they can use the command of the language is good, but when it comes to writing out the thesis, it's not up to the standard. So rather than having problems with the Viva session, so at the end, the Senate have agreed that the list of countries that is being approved as English-speaking countries is as such. So yeah, that is the answer that I can give you as for now, because this is what have been agreed in the Senate UTHM. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to all the introducers we have give the question and issue, raise the issue. Give a big applause to all the introducers. And thank you to the management of the CGS to give the good feedback and good answers for the question. Thank you.